What's going on, fellow racers? RT Race Technology here. For today, we're gonna race some Johnny Lightnings at the Mach 64 Speedway. And so we're gonna see if these cars have any speed. Some of them look a little bit banged up. They're from a personal collection that I bought some years ago. And so, yeah, let's find out if we have some speed here. Alright, same deal as the past videos. Double elimination format, winner's bracket, one and done race, second chance bracket, we'll switch lanes, and then the fastest time out of the two runs gets to advance. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, first matchup, the Dodge Little Red Express truck in lane 1, and in lane 2 we've got the Mustang. Mark, set, go. And that's the Little Red Express truck. No time for the Mustang, I guess. Maybe it's the sun. I need to block it with something. Alright, no time for the Mustang, but Little Red Express truck won convincingly, so he gets to advance. Next matchup over here, a pair of Corvettes. Let's see who takes it. Alright, here we go. Mark, set, go. And that's the gray Corvette in lane 2. Up next, we've got the Viper in lane 1, and in lane 2, the VW Beetle. Mark, set, go. And that's the Dodge Viper. Up next, we've got the purple Corvette in lane 1, and in lane 2, the Dodge Ram. Mark, set, go. And that's the Dodge Ram. Easy win. Alright, up next, the real David versus Goliath matchup. We've got in lane 1 the GMC Boogie Van, and in lane 2 the VW Beetle in white. Mark, set, go. And that's the Boogie Van. Easy win. Up next, we've got the Chevy Camaro in lane 1, and in lane 2, another one of these convertible Corvettes. Let's see who takes it. Mark, set, go. And that's the Camaro, pulling away at the last second. Up next, in lane 1, another one of these GMC Boogie Vans, and in lane 2, the Dodge Challenger, the famous Grape Ape. Let's see who takes it. Mark, set, go. Yep, that's the Grape Ape. That's probably one of the fastest Johnny Lightning castings out there. And the last matchup of the first round, in lane 1, the 1953 Corvette, and in lane 2, the 68 Camaro. Mark, set, go. Dang, that was close. But that is the Corvette. Moving on. Alright, after one round, this is how the bracket is looking. Winners on the right, second chance bracket on the left. Now we're gonna start with the second chance bracket. 2 runs, switching lanes, best time advances. Let's see what happens. Alright, first matchup, we've got the Mustang in lane 1, and in lane 2, the Corvette. Mark, set, go. And that's the Mustang. 2:23.9 is the time to beat. Alright, switching lanes. Mark, set, go. Oh, that's the Corvette this time. 223.2, and that is enough to steal the win from the Mustang. Corvette moves on. Next matchup, Corvette in lane 1, VW Beetle in lane 2. Mark, set, go. And that's the Beetle. Really close race. 222.1 is the time to beat. Very doable for the Corvette. Alright, swapping lanes. Mark, set, go. And that's the Beetle again with a 221.5. Moving on. Up next, we've got the VW Beetle in white in lane 1 and the other convertible Corvette in lane 2. Mark, set, go. That's the Corvette. 219 with a 5 is the time to beat. Lanes are swapped. Mark, set, go. And that's the Corvette again. Easy win. Alright, last matchup of the second chance bracket. Camaro in lane 1, Boogie Van in lane 2. Mark, set, go. And that's the Boogie Van pulling away at the last second. 220 with a 7 is the time to beat. Switching lanes. Mark, set, go. Boogie Van by about 2 or 3 cars. Moving on. Alright, second chance bracket. First round is done. And these 4 are still alive. And now we move on to the winner's bracket. One and done. First matchup, Corvette in lane 1. Little Red Express truck in lane 2. Mark, set, go. Little Red Express truck taking it. Up next, we've got the Viper in lane 1. Dodge Ram in lane 2. Mark, set, go. And that is the Dodge Ram. Up next, we've got the Camaro in lane 1, Boogie Van in lane 2. Mark, set, go. Wow. What a race. Camaro takes it. Up next, we've got the 53 Corvette in lane 1 and the Great Bay Challenger in lane 2. Mark, set, go. That is the Challenger. Easy win. Alright, after that round, this is how the bracket is looking. Undefeated winners on the far right. The newest losers in the center. They're going to be facing the cars that are already in the second chance bracket on the far left. So this is how we're going to match them up. Alright, on to the second chance bracket. Alright, up first, I believe this is a rematch. The gray Corvette against the convertible Corvette. Let's see who takes it. Mark, set, go. That's the hardtop Corvette. 223.3 is the time to beat. Switching lanes. Mark, set, go. That's the great Corvette again. Moving on. Up next, we've got the VW Beetle in lane 1, Viper in lane 2. Mark, set, go. Anytime. There you go. And that is the Viper. 218 with a 6 is the time to beat. Alright, switching lanes. Mark, set, go. That's the Viper again. Up next, the GMC Boogie Van in lane 1, and in lane 2, the Corvette. Mark, set, go. Anytime. Again. And alright, let's go check it out. Alright, looks like the battery bank disconnected from the starting gate. Alright. Mark, set, go. That's the Corvette 221-2 is the time to beat. Switch your lanes. 221-2 is the time to beat. Mark, set, go. Oh, is that enough? Yes, it is. 219 to the 2. Boogie Van moves on. Last but not least, in the second chance bracket, 53 Corvette against the Boogie Van in lane 2. Mark, set, go. Boogie Van, easy win. Switching lanes. 220 with a 5 is the time to beat. Mark, set, go. Boogie Van again. Alright, and with that, we have 8 cars remaining. Undefeated winners on the right side and second chance bracket on the left. Alright, let's move on. Let's continue with the second chance bracket actually. In lane 1 we've got the Viper. Lane 2 the Corvette. Let's see who takes it. Mark, set, go. That's a Viper. Easy win. He's been posting some ridiculous times, and for some reason he's in the second chance bracket, so I don't know, maybe this just speaks to just how unpredictable Johnnies are. I'll show you why. Most Johnnies tend to wiggle a lot. They're not lane fillers, to say the least. Although this Viper is a little bit wider, but still he's got a lot of room to wiggle, and so that makes every run different from the rest. And so yeah, this makes for a really unpredictable tournament. Let's go switch lanes, see what happens. Alright, switching lanes. 218 with a 3 is the time to beat. Mark, set, go. That's a lot closer this time, but the Viper moves on. Up next, man, we have a Goliath versus Goliath matchup here. Boogie Van in blue, lane 1. Boogie Van in black, lane 2. Mark, set, go. Wow, what a race. Probably the best race of the day so far. But that is the blue van. 221.4 is the time to beat. Switch your lanes. Mark, set, go. And that's the blue van again. Moving on. Alright, this is how the bracket is looking. Second chance bracket on the left, and the winner's bracket on the right. Whoever loses out of these two matchups will have to face whoever is waiting at the second chance bracket. Alright, first matchup of the winner's bracket. Someone is coming away with their first loss. Dodge Ram in lane 1, Little Red Express Truck in lane 2. Mark, set, go. That's the Dodge Ram pulling away late, but that's enough to take the win. Up next, the Grape Ape Challenger in lane 1, and in lane 2, the Camaro. Mark, set, go. That is close, and that is the Camaro upsetting the Challenger. What? Now that, I wasn't expecting that. But the Camaro moves on and pushes off the Challenger onto the second chance bracket. Alright, this is how the bracket is looking after 2 races. Dodge, Ram, and the Camaro still undefeated, while the Grape Ape Challenger faces the Boogie Van, and the Little Red Express Truck will face the Dodge Viper. On to the second chance bracket. Here we go. Alright, first race. Little Red Express Truck in lane 1, Viper lane 2. Mark, set, go. And that's the Viper. 220 with a 5 is the time to beat. Switching lanes. 220 with a 5 is the time to beat. Mark, set, go. That's the Viper upsetting the Little Red Express Truck, coming out of the second chance bracket, and is now looking at a possible 4th or 3rd place finish. And if he keeps winning, he could sneak in to the final. Alright, second matchup of the second chance bracket. Boogie Van in lane 1, Grape Ape Challenger in lane 2. Mark, set, go. Ooh, that's the Boogie Van. 220 with a 6 is the time to beat. Switching lanes, Grape Challenger is in danger of being eliminated actually. Let's see what happens. 220 with a 6 is the time to beat. Mark, set, go. Anytime. There you go. Oh, that's the Boogie Van passing him on the big end, taking the win and upsetting the Grape Ape Challenger. Man, I was not expecting that. I was expecting the Challenger to get at least top 3, but that's not gonna happen. Alright, moving on then. Alright, after that we've got 4 cars left. Dodge Ram, Chevy Camaro, Dodge Viper, and the Boogie Van. Alright, let's continue with the second chance bracket. Alright, here we go. Boogie Van in lane 1, Viper lane 2. Mark, set, go. That's the Viper. Easy win actually. 220 flat is the time to beat. Alright, switching lanes, and I'm starting to think matchups really matter in this tournament, because the Boogie Van was not running those times. It was definitely faster than that, but I told you, with Johnny Lightnings, anything can happen. Alright, let's go run these two. 220 flat is the time to beat. Mark, set, go. And that's the Viper. Close race. I thought the Boogie Van had it, but the Viper wins out. And so that officially makes the Boogie Van 4th place, and the Viper will race, well actually, yeah, let's leave it there. The Viper still alive and kicking. And now for the winner's bracket. Let's see what happens. Alright, Chevy Camaro in lane 1, Dodge Ram in lane 2, one and done. The winner advances to the final. The loser faces the Dodge Viper. Mark, set, go. And that's the Dodge Ram. moving on to the finals. Alright, so now Dodge Ram advances to the final. Viper and the Camaro facing off for the last spot in the finals. Loser gets third place. Alright, here we go. Viper, lane 1. Camaro, lane 2. Mark, set, go. And that is the Camaro. 2:20 with a 7 is the time to beat. Very doable for the Viper. Let's see what happens. Alright, switching lanes. 2:20 with a 7 is the time to beat. Mark, set, go. That's the Viper. It is enough. 2:19 with a 5, stealing the win from the Camaro. And the Viper comes out of the second chance bracket to advance to the finals. Man, what a race by the Camaro. Camaro takes third place. Alright, and with that, we've got the Dodge Ram and the Dodge Viper in the final. And see, this is why I like the double elimination format, because it is very unpredictable and every racer gets multiple chances to advance and probably upset some people. The Camaro over here was actually undefeated all the way through the semifinals, but it wasn't enough to get a spot in the finals because we gave this guy a second chance. And so yeah, let's go do the finals for best 4 out of 7. Alright, first race, Viper in lane 1, Ram in lane 2. Alright, first race of the best 4 out of 7 final. Mark, set, go. And that's the Ram taking the first race. Switching lanes. Mark, set, go. The Ram again, a 2:18 with an 8 to a 2:19.6, definitely saving the best for last. Alright, switching lanes, the Dodge Ram leading 2-0. Mark, set, go. Ooh, that was close, but the Ram takes it 3-0. Alright, Dodge Ram in lane 1, Viper lane 2, Ram leading 3-0. Can he close it out, or will the Viper push it to a 5th race? Let's see what happens. Mark, set, go. And that is the Ram completing the sweep. And that's it for today. The Ram taking the win 4-0, sweeping the Viper. And this is how the podium is looking. Dodge Ram in first, Viper in second, Camaro third, and the Boogie Band in fourth. Very surprising tournament, especially since this guy didn't even make it to the top 4. Well, we're gonna have to check it out and see what went wrong, or maybe he's just not that fast. Who knows? Alright, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and remember, for August 15, we're gonna be racing rotors versus pistons, and very much looking forward to that. First mail-in race of the Mach 64 Speedway, and so this is pretty much the format we're going to run for that tournament. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I am. And so we'll catch you guys later in the next one. All right, peace out.